Voices in Vegas with Susan Feldman. I am Aaron Phillips. I'm sitting in for the normal producer, Miss April Freed, who's a little under the weather. So it's my pleasure to be here with you today.
Hi, Aaron.
How are you?
Thanks for joining me.
My pleasure. I like sitting in on your show.
Oh, thank
Not
you.
that I wish ill on April, but when she's not here, it gives me an opportunity to sit in with you.
I can have a nooner with you.
Oh, boy. I love nooners.
And I also want to
happening?
send some Reiki out to April.
Okay.
Because her back is out. And,
Yeah.
I just want her to, the energies to go
Help
to
her
her,
heal.
help her heal, feel better, and that her medical appointments go well today.
Yeah, I was messaging with her earlier. I know she was waiting for a ride to the chiropractor, right?
Yes.
And she was sleeping on the floor, laying on the floor. I thought that was like an old style treatment. I remember my mom growing up, whenever she had back issues, did that too. And it's been a long time since I've heard anybody doing that. So it's kind of interesting to hear that she was doing it.
Yeah, and you know what? When you do have back problems,
Right.
just laying flat
Okay.
on a floor, and you can do this by relaxing all your back muscles,
Okay.
and you will definitely, after a while, your back will feel better.
Oh, cool.
Because usually you have the reason why your back hurts is because of a muscle is spasming.
Ah,
So what you want to do is you want to like lay down, let your body know that it's okay, and let all your muscles relax.
kind of relax. Gotcha.
Yeah,
And it's a strong, sturdy support. That's why.
yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
And it's
Okay.
equal. It's so you're pretty good by laying down on the floor.
Gotcha. All right.
So Aaron, how was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was very restful and relaxful and filled with a ton of turkey.
Oh, yeah.
One of my girls came in from from her grad school, so I only had one daughter home. But we had a little small group, and it was football filled and turkey filled on Thursday, and then we went over to Ricky Cash's place on Friday. Had his family in, so I had back-to-back turkeys, and then I slept through my tryptophan coma Saturday and
Right
Sunday.
on. Let's hear it for tryptophan.
Tryptophan. They should sell that over the
Woo!
counter or something.
Yeah.
But no, it was very nice. And yours? How was your Thanksgiving?
Well, I was sick. I had the flu.
Oh no! Did you get the shot?
I didn't.
Oh, no.
And you know what? It is offered to me for free at the
Right.
hospital.
Oh, boy.
But I was so busy and my life was just such a whirlwind
Right.
that I missed it. And so right after this show, I'm going right back down to UMC and I'm going to get my flu shot.
There you
And
go.
everybody else, get your flu shot. Also, I want to remind everybody, make sure that you wash your hands.
Yes.
Wash your hands. And if you happen to be a mom or even if you're a kid or a dad, get one of those wipes. You know, you can get them like Clorox wipes.
Oh yeah, like the handy wipe kind of things. The
Yes,
cleaning wipes.
and do yourself a favor and wipe all of the door handles.
There you go.
The
Handrails.
water rail. Yes,
Handrails?
anything that you happen to touch, maybe once or twice a day. And also make sure that you keep all of your tissues and refuse in one place and empty it out daily. Also, even though you may not feel well, it is a good idea to maybe go outside, look at the bright sky, take a deep breath, go back into bed.
I like that idea.
But, because when you're laying in bed like that, feeling bad,
Right.
you just need that reminder that it's going to get better. Drink plenty of fluids, But really, I also want to ask people, go to the emergency room if you have an emergency. If you have the flu, do everyone a favor.
Go to
and right, and make sure that you can buy those masks or
okay.
Something so that you don't spread the germs. And also, you can buy at the drugstores these gloves.
Right.
So that, if you are a mom and you have to prepare food or, you have to do something that you're not going to spread the virus.
What about those hand sanitizer pump things? Do those work at all?
Those are good, but
Okay.
you have to remember to wash it off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if you ingest that stuff,
Ugh.
oh, yeah. And
That's a whole level of alcohol I don't think anybody wants.
no, and it's got some other stuff that it's got cellulose and I don't know.
Ugh.
But the thing is, though, that you don't want to ingest it. So
Right.
it's good, like at the hospital, we use it when we go from patient to patient to patient.
Gotcha.
Because especially now the air is so dry that our skin, just falls off.
Sure.
So we use gloves, and UMC is very good about training their staff to follow these precautions. And I'll tell you, since they have instituted these precautions, the sick call during the flu season.
Has gone down.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Chopped it.
Keyboards. People should wipe down keyboards too. It's just looking at Just looking at Bobcat's setup here. When we look at keyboards and we're touching it too. So when you talked about the things we touch all day long, keyboards and your computers and phones, yeah, absolutely.
And your
what a great
TV
idea.
controller.
Oh, the remote, yeah. Bobcat's got his can of Lysol over there.
Yeah, you got Lysol there.
That's military grade size of that jar.
What it becomes really is that you just have to simply become more aware of your habits and customs. And, are you a person that coughs in their sleeve? That's another thing. If you have to cough in your sleeve. Cover your mouth. And number one thing, wash your fingers. Wash. So I don't want anyone to get sick.
Yeah, sick.
Anyway, the rest of my family had a great time.
Good.
My sister and my brother-in-law, Robert and Sandy, came in, and they fried 2 turkeys.
Well, they fried the turkeys.
Yeah.
In the deep fryer thing?
Yeah, it only took 2 days to get the fryer to work. But you know what? That was an adventure in itself.
Okay.
And instead of being frustrated, I thought it was really hilarious. And I wrote down everything that happened.
Wow.
And I plan on remembering that next time we have a very fancy, very fancy Thanksgiving. I want to remind everyone that it's not how fancy the house is or the place setting or the silverware or what you're wearing. It's what's in your heart. And, I have been to Thanksgivings that were beautiful, but I think I would rather be at home in my pajamas with my hippy-dippy family doing goofball things and having, enjoying myself.
Sure.
And giving thanks for how blessed we all are. Thank you.
Absolutely. Amen. It's funny when, with my house, we used to, growing up, 16, 18, 20 people would sit around the table.
In Brooklyn.
Yeah, back east. And the tradition, you'd sit around a table and everybody. Now it's like, we'll set it up buffet. Everybody help yourself.
Yeah.
Go sit where you want, in front of the TV, wherever you want to go, just relax and have fun. And since it was in my house, I'm in sweats and a T-shirt. You're just chilling out and enjoying the company and just enjoying the day.
That's how I kind of run my house a little bit loosey-goosey.
Right.
And that's simply because my home is where my family can be themselves.
Sure.
And we are all very unique people. And like my husband, he likes to eat small portions. He's a grazer.
Okay. He's a grazer.
Yeah, he's a nosher.
Okay.
But that's his style. All right. And, other people who shall remain nameless, they like 3 square meals and no one goes in the kitchen and don't touch anything. And
Okay.
that's fine for them
Sure.
if that works.
Works for them.
But so my house kind of runs both, it's kind of a little bipolar because I'm loosey-goosey I like serving buffet.
Right.
But then I also like to set a nice table once in a while. So we try to be very flexible and not be brittle in our hospitality, especially when you have people in your house.
Right.
Some people, entertaining is really hard. To do it well, to be a good hostess, if somebody drinks out of the finger bowl, you know what I'm going to do as a hostess? I'm going to pick up that finger bowl and drink it myself. Because I don't want to embarrass my guests.
Sure.
I don't invite people over so that I can...
outshine them.
Oh, no.
It's about them.
It's all about them. And
Right.
you know what? I just love my friends. I have fabulous friends. And when I see them, all I want to do is just show them how much I love them and how much I want them to, by taking care of them, I'm showing them how much I love and care about them.
Absolutely. Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah. And it's not about me.
No.
It's about my friends and my family and making sure that when they leave that they still like me.
That they want to come back.
That they want to come
If you invite them
back.
again, sure.
That's the whole thing.
Right.
And it's sort of the same thing with your kids. I was reading this article about Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
It's a Star magazine.
Yes.
And
High
it's-
sources of research around here.
Yes, I
We
read
spare no
everything.
expense.
I read everything. I like the pictures.
Yeah.
Brad and Angelina have this family, this very interesting, unique family. I would say an Aquarian kind of family because it's varied and
Diverse.
And I just am so curious. I guess she has, very good full-time help, but running a household with that many kids and that kind of career, that must be something.
Yeah, it takes, what's the old saying? It takes a village to raise one, or whatever the saying goes.
It does.
But you have to wonder how much time both Angeli and Brad, like you said, are home to have the parental influence rather than having just the nanny influence or whatever help they have.
I'm pretty sure that they probably spend a lot of time, because you always see them together, and that is one of their priorities.
Sure.
And although these children aren't going to have a traditional upbringing,
Right.
they're going to have a unique one. And I don't think that these children, anyway, God bless them. I send them a lot of love and Reiki, because I think what they're doing is, really an act of love,
Well,
adopting,
yes.
and they're also what they spend their time on. You can always, I can always tell somebody who they are by
Right.
looking at what they spend their time doing.
Okay?
Are they giving to others, or are they just totally,
To themselves.
Yes, exactly. So I
The
was
kids
just
are
saying,
not going to be wanting for anything, not with those two as the parents.
no, but there's so much more that a child needs that can't be bought.
Right.
And a lot of it is just simply attention.
Right.
Because kids want, like anyone, they want attention. So I think that they're probably going to be okay. They certainly have access to plenty of resources.
No
if
question.
They get off the straight and narrow. But I don't think, I think their lives are going to be a little bit more circuitous and,
Well, we'll find out in about 5 years
of course, of course. And
as
it's
they
very,
enter those teenage years.
yes, well, right now they're pre-tweens. They're
Right.
they're even before.
I think their ages were on the cover.
Yeah.
I think was their pictures, right? So we got 7, we got 14, 9. So the range in between 7 and 14 is their age range.
Yeah, and
So-
oh my goodness, I have a 13-year-old. She knows everything.
Don't they all?
I can hardly wait till she moves out and,
No.
tells me, no, she's not. My husband already told me that she's
not
not going
moving out?
anywhere. Our son, yeah, we were getting him out of the nest.
Yeah, I
but-
felt the same way when my girls left. I didn't want them to leave. But they still call for advice every day. Not to me, to their mother.
yeah.
Ma, I don't know how to defrost a turkey. What do I do? Questions like that. So
Well, it's always good. The conversations that I have with my mother and my sister are so different than the conversations I have with my dad.
no question.
My dad is always going to be my hero
Mm-hmm.
and my daddy.
They have conversations with their mother in a way, hoping that she will break the news to me when something important happens.
You got it.
Then the girls will.
That's right. Because
So-
moms are, they know that dad is on a need-to-know basis.
That's right. But dad usually finds out anyway from the mother girls.
Well, yeah, eventually. Somebody's got loose lips.
That's right. It's all good.
It's all good. So why don't we break for a
Sure.
commercial,
All right.
and we will come back, and hopefully Mary Jo in the know will be calling in and talking to us about Broadway. Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Voices in Vegas. Your Nooner with Susan here on Vegas All Night Radio. I believe we have a caller on the line.
Oh, let's see. Who's on the line?
Who's on the line?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, it's the sick one.
one.
It's the sick one.
Not the
It's
my
sick one.
friend.
She's just injured.
injured. Yes.
She's on the
I am-
injured list.
I am injured.
Oh.
I am flat on my back with a hurt back. Boo.
May I make a suggestion for the next time?
Yes, please.
Stay on top.
That was your first mistake, girl.
I try to stay on top, but man, I'm a pillow princess.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, so, gosh, what are you doing right now to, besides being on the
the
show
floor.
with Aaron and I? What else are you doing?
Well, besides, on my way to the chiropractor here, it's like, well, my world is your world, you guys. I don't have my world. My world is you guys' world. Just planning for the holidays. There's a lot of campaigns for a lot of good people, and just making the world aware, stay in the social media sector.
Yeah, tell me about what you've been working on. There's a new chef. We went to Isabella's last Saturday night.
Oh, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
What's his name?
That is Benny Velasquez, and he has been just everywhere. And I know that he's going to be coming on your show, Susan, too. Soon
I can't
here.
wait.
I know that's going to be great because he's going to have to bring food. He's going to have to cater,
Especially at noontime.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That'll
Oh,
be a
yes.
different kind of nooner.
Absolutely. And what I've actually done is I have just created events. If you're on Facebook, you can go to SRO Media and check it out. That I'm just going to be doing a happy hour there all through every Friday, starting at 5:30 to 8:30.
Yay.
And anyone can come and join us. They can come and meet the stars of VANR like Aaron and Susan.
Oh, how
and,
fun.
Say hi to
Sweet.
SRO, and if you want your media, promoted and your business promoted, come on down to Isabella's, say hi to me, have a martini, buy yourself some Italian sliders, and enjoy the people over at Vegas All Net Radio, the radio stars, and have some publicity.
Tell me where Isabella's is located.
Isabella's on Regatta Drive, near, I think the exact address is 2826 Regatta. It's in the Desert Shores area. If you've been to the beautiful Desert Shores area, I know that you have many times, Susan.
Oh, yes. I love Desert
You-
Shores.
That's your hood, isn't it?
That's my bat cave.
And I'm right across the
That's your
street.
Bat cave. That's right.
By the way, I think the address is actually 2620 Regatta Drive.
Oh, thank you very much. I didn't have it in front of me.
That's
and,
okay.
I only know the phone number when me and Benny do these things.
Right.
Benny's the one with the address. I'm the one with the phone number. But if you do want to call and make a reservation, you can do so at 702-925 8333.
And the
Just let
location.
them know that, Voices in Vegas, Vegas on Net Radio. Or
Yeah,
SRO
mention my
Media
name.
sent ya. Yeah, mention your name.
And
Absolutely.
SRO Media.
Mention your name. Say you're from VNR.
VNR.
Benny knows it well. This is like a second home to him right now. And I think that he's actually going to come on and possibly have his own show there. So
I really
that would
love
be
the
fabulous.
location. The location overlooks the lake. And
Yes.
it's just charming. They used to be open for breakfast, but I think they're open now for lunch and dinner. Is that right?
That's correct. They're open for lunch and dinner, but also brunch on Sundays. And I'm trying to kind
Wow.
of give him the little elbow to open up for coffee and his beautiful flan French toast on some mornings.
Yeah, well,
Because who
Desert,
doesn't want that on a nice winter morning?
of course, Desert Shores is also, we have 3 lakes, 4 actually, and they're all maintained by biologists. And they are really fun to walk around. There's a lot of people out in the evening or in the morning, so it's safe.
Just beware the ducks.
Oh, and the duck droppings,
Yes.
because you will be slip sliding.
Well, you know what? If something happens, you just send him a bill.
Yeah.
Oh.
R.
Aflac, not good.
I've been hanging on Aaron too long. No, but it's a great place to go. I've loved it since he opened. I got to send out the congratulations because last year at this time he had a soft opening, and so it's almost a year at Isabella's, and then he reopened in March in the springtime, and kind of it's just been my favorite place ever since. And I've geez, as a PR person, I thought I really would love to get more people in here. So, and let me tell you, save the date for New Year's Eve because SRO is coming in to do something there on New Year's Eve.
Fabulous.
I know. And they're he might be possibly looking for an MC. I don't know where.
Let me think.
We'll work on that and get
possibly,
back to you.
a
I gotta send that
hostess
to
for
the Angels.
evening, so I don't know. Susan, Aaron may want to,
I have to work on New Year's Eve.
Oh, pish,
Yeah.
really?
Well,
Are you
babies
serious?
come all the time. What am I
That's
going to
right.
do?
I know. Well, you know what? It's going to be a long night there on New Year's Eve. I have a feeling if SRO Media and VNR is involved. So.
Well, I am really looking forward to 2016 because astrologically it is going to be the year of the woman.
Tell us, Susan, what's going on for 2016? That's what I want to know about.
Yeah, 2016 is really the year of the woman, the independent woman. And it doesn't mean that she has to be single or she has to be young. She just simply has to be self-sufficient. And I'm really encouraging, young girls to go into math and science and all the sciences, and teenagers start thinking about your college. If you're a young single, think about, who you want to be married to, not just who's going to entertain you for the night, but who you're going to be with for 60 years. And I've been married
Yeah.
30, and I'm looking forward to the next 30 because the last 30, well, it's been an experience. It's been a Feldman fiesta.
We'll just call it dress rehearsal.
We'll call it dress rehearsal. Very good.
You know, and Erin, you have two beautiful daughters and
Yes.
an incredible, successful, beautiful wife. So you're surrounded by women all the time too.
Yes.
So this should be a year for them as well. And
Yeah.
and you had a great Thanksgiving with your daughter in town, yes?
Yeah, I had a great time. Only wish my other daughter was with us, but yeah, I mean, I always wish the best for my girls because they're the ones, all three of them, that make me proud. So
Right on.
no
Well, I always
question.
enjoy being around you and your wife and your family. You have a great family. You're like
Thanks.
family to me too.
I
So-
appreciate that. Well, you're part of that. You know that.
Well, of course.
We
all
have a
in
fabulous
Mishpucha.
life.
That's what Voices in Vegas is. Memories in Mishpucha.
Did you say memories or memories?
Well, kind of both.
Memories in Mishpucha.
There
That's
you go.
right.
The three M's. M and M and
The
M.
three M's.
Three M's.
M&M.
Three M's. Memories. And then we can put in marriage, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's
we throw
true.
marriage into that one of the M's.
That's
you know?
true.
Movies.
Merriment.
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 Well, there's a couple
Marriage.
other M's I could think of. But listen, Mary Jo,
Menopause.
Mary Jo is on the other line. And Mary Jo is going to be talking to us, April. Stay tuned because Mary
will
Jo's
stay
going to be,
tuned.
she went to Broadway last weekend. And
She's got stuff to talk about. Oh my God, I
Oh.
saw pictures. I sent them to JPEG already. So
she
that's done.
went to go see School of Rock.
Oh, cool.
So I'm dying to know how that is.
Well, I will free up the line so she can call, and I will be sitting right next to Your Beautiful Face next Tuesday at 12 o'clock, so people better
I look forward to it.
tune in, man.
And by the
You know?
way, I'm coming over later to give you some Reiki, okay?
Okay, you got it.
There you go.
I love you guys.
I love you too.
I feel better.
See you soon.
Stay on top more often.
Yeah.
Gasho.
No pillows. Gasho.
Gasho.
I just love her. Oh my gosh.
There you go. I think Mary Jo's on the line now.
Hey, Mary
Hello
Jo in
there.
the know.
Hi, Mary Jo.
Hi, Erin.
How
Hi,
are ya?
Susan.
Hi,
How
Mary
goes it?
Jo. It goes great, and so much better now that you're on the line, and you're with
Thank
us.
you. I love listening to the last segment, and I just wanted to add on to the year of 2016. Do you know that it's the year of 9? All digits add up to the number 9.
Interesting.
And in numerology, that's important because the year of 9 is going to be a year of redos, forgiveness, moving forward, and that's always a good thing.
Always a good thing.
I can dig it.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't know that.
Plus, it's a number
You're
of people that need
welcome.
on a baseball field, so it works out well.
Well, and also, my daughter was born on 9/9/99, so
Oh,
I'm really, I
jeez.
love nine.
Wow.
Katie.
Wow, 9999.
She's not Katie anymore. She's Kate.
She's Kate.
Yeah,
right?
she's 16 and drives. You know, come on. She's Kate.
Oldie.
Could you imagine
Okay,
calling Katie
so let me
Hepburn?
ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
When I say, I'm going to rattle off a few plays, and you tell me the first composer that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Plays such as Jesus Christ Superstar, Phantom of the Opera, Cats.
Andrew
Joseph
Lloyd
Benet.
Webber.
You got it. Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding,
ding, ding,
The
ding. What did I win?
iconic
Did I win a new phone?
composer.
I want a new phone, friends.
Oh, we put it out there. You're going to get one. Don't
Okay.
worry. So, yes, I heard that you told the listeners that I did see School of Rock on Saturday in New York City at the Winter Garden Theater. It
Wow.
was great. It was really great. People are saying it's Andrew Lloyd Webber's comeback musical.
So tell me, what is it about?
Okay, so it's based upon the movie that starred Jack Black. It's the story of a failing rock musician who lies about being an academic professor at a prep school in order to get his foot into the door as a substitute teacher.
Uh-huh.
Winds up teaching his middle schoolers about music and life, and lies to the the headmistress to say they're going on a field trip when he takes them to a rock and roll show band.
Well, that's a field trip.
Playoff. Oh, it was so good. It's in previews right now. It opens on December 6th. I'm not usually a fan of going to see shows in previews, but I have to tell you, the tickets are affordable when you do it that way. So
Nice.
that's good to know.
Well, that's a good thing to know. And, Mary Jo, you're in the know.
Well, it was fabulous. Alex Brightman played the lead character, again,
Brightman?
based upon the Brightman,
Is-
Alex Brightman.
Is he related to the other Brightman?
I
was-
don't think so.
I think Andrew Lloyd Webber was married to a singer named Brightman, and she was Christine.
I don't know.
All right. We'll
Maybe
have to look
Bobcat
that
can
up.
look that up during the break.
That's a good idea.
Could be. He's been married
Sarah
5
Brightman.
times, so there's a good possibility there.
Sarah Brightman. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so he's the lead?
He's the lead, and he was channeling his a little bit of his own style, a little bit of the character that was played by Jack Black. It was really fun. The kids were great. They all played their own musical instruments. So there was, a guitarist, there was a drummer, and these kids are all tweens.
Wow.
And the talent on the show was great. And it was 2 hours long with a 15-minute intermission. Quite personally, I think it could have been a 90-minute show. But again, it's in previews, and
Andrew will be
It was-
calling you in a little bit to ask you what you think. Hey, listen, it's at the we're at the bottom of the hour right now. I don't want to interrupt, but let's go to a commercial break. And when we come back, we will have Mary Jo in the know telling us about her Broadway experience seeing the School of Rock.
All right, welcome back to your Nooner with Susan here on Voices. You like? I kind of like the way that
Voices.
sounds.
Yeah.
Voices in Vegas with Susan Feldman. I'm Aaron Phillips, sitting in for April, who we just heard. She called in while she's tending to her back issues. And on the line right now is Mary Jo in the know. Welcome back, Mary Jo.
Thank you. Thank
Hey.
you so much.
So let's get back to where we were. We were talking about the School of Rock.
Right. So the School of Rock, it was, like I was saying, it was great. It was all young. The cast is young. Great play to see over the upcoming holiday season if you're in New York City and would like to take the family to a Broadway show.
That's a
It's
good
at
one.
a beautiful theater. It's huge. It's a huge theater. It was packed on Saturday night during
bet.
previews. And a lot of the kids came from the play Matilda that is
Oh,
also
okay.
running on Broadway. So, and also...
It's got a lot of
just reading-
talent.
I love to look at who's who in the cast, and there's a trend like coming from Wicked, coming from Matilda, and a lot of newcomers to the show making their debut. So it was really good.
When you're like Mary Jo and you go to Broadway all the time, you really know people.
Sure.
I mean, I go and I'll read Playbill and I might recognize one or two people.
Right.
But with Mary Jo, it's it's like
knows
she
them.
does a genealogy.
She knows them. I think Bobcat's got a little clip there. Is that what you're playing there, Bobcat, of the show?
Sing along, Mary Jo.
Oh, yeah. Time to play.
Well, Mary Jo, teacher's pet.
Baby, we was making mistakes, but we were stuck in the dark days. Don't take much to memorize your lies. I feel like I've been hypnotized. And then the magic man.
All right. Well, there's a little slice of
Wow.
School of Rock.
That's a good song.
I think I would have liked to have gone to that school. I think I did.
There's a whole new
And
meaning
it
to
was really
band
great
camp.
because in tween fashion, they're at an elite, prestigious prep school, and they're in their uniforms. And they first day at the substitute teacher, who by the way lies his way into a sub position. So
Right.
you gotta love this guy, right?
He's working it.
He's working it. He has no agenda. He doesn't really know what they're talking about when they ask. Well, we're on this chapter in history and we're doing this in math, and he teaches them express themselves creatively through music.
That's wonderful.
And-
That's why music is so important, and I hope a lot of young people, go to this. How did you hear about this, and who did you go with?
Well, I follow the New York Times art section religiously on Sunday afternoons to find out what's happening, what's coming out in previews, what's coming out for the holidays, and also Time Out magazine, so I direct the train to Broadway. My husband and my friend Scott and our friend Scott say, okay, what time is it, and what are we eating? Are we eating before or after?
I love
what they're
Scott.
worried about.
Well, that's
And I
very
just,
important to know the menu time.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's
so we
important.
nosh a little bit beforehand.
Or
and,
after.
My friend Scott stays at the W Hotel, so we're right
Nice,
there at
nice.
Times Square. And he's a frequent flyer traveler, so he always, he's
He knows how to
premier
live.
club of every single hotel chain, so he always has a corner room, junior suite, and
Nice.
at the top floor. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
And that's why Scott's one of our
Raining.
fabulous friends. Oh, yeah, tell me about the weather.
It was raining cats and dogs.
Cats and
but then
dogs.
when
Any
when it
coyotes?
was 7:45 and time to hop over to the theater. It wasn't, which is always a good thing. But I have to say, there are a lot of characters in Times Square
You think?
harassing people
Oh.
to pay them to get their picture taken.
In the rain?
And
Sounds like Fremont Street.
Yeah. Sounds like
is
the
that-
strip.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I look at these people, I'm thinking, come on, you're not in front of the Colosseum in Rome. You're in Times Square.
This is the new Coliseum.
You're not at Disneyland.
Hey, did
You're
you-
in Times Square.
Did you happen to get a chance to head over to Rockefeller Center to see the tree? Do you remember when we were there and we saw the tree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, we did not. Tomorrow, actually, today is Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. That's right.
Remember,
Tomorrow's
Tuesday
the
at
tree lighting
noon.
ceremony. So I didn't want to go and see an unlit tree. But I will be going, hopefully, with a friend of the show, Voices on Vegas. Hopefully, fingers
Well,
crossed,
you
right?
know I have fabulous friends.
On January 2nd, so we will see it then.
We'll have to see. So tell me, Mary Jo, how was your Thanksgiving?
I had a wonderful Thanksgiving, very quiet. My family and I watched the parade, a tradition of mine.
This is
Love watching it.
This is the first of many traditions for you, isn't it?
It is. We did not travel. We stayed home, and we were thankful for each other and for our family, for our immediate family, and so it was the four of us. And while it's always bittersweet being with 18 people or being with 4 people, I choose being with 4 people. I like it.
Yes. And not only that, but I have the feeling that there were more people there in spirit.
I agree.
Yeah. And what we were talking about earlier when we opened the show was, it's not about how fancy or how perfect Thanksgiving is. It's about sharing time with your family and friends and enjoying them. And
That's really a well articulated position that I like how you said that, because it is really about being what you're thankful for.
Yeah.
And it could get out of hand to make sure that everyone has to have, the perfect everything. And I never use perfect in my vocabulary.
no, I use wabi sabi. That's Japanese term for the perfection of imperfection.
Oh.
In Japan, or in the Japanese culture, they do have, because they really love the perfection of things. But then they also, to balance it out, have wabi-sabi. And so you'll see sometimes like floral arrangements or sculptures that are imbalanced. But that's the beauty of it. So whenever I meet somebody who's, kind of like me, little, wabi-sabi, we're perfectly imperfect.
There you go.
How did you
Isn't
girl?
that-
And
isn't that what we discovered at the Imperial Palace in Kyoto. When we were walking through the palace, the floorboards, the wooden floorboards, were kind of creaky.
Singing.
And in that imperfection, remember the story about the songbird.
That's right.
That's the songbird singing to you as you walk throughout your, throughout the palace. So, yes, that was Wabi Sabi.
Well, if anybody doesn't know, the Kyoto was the ancient capital of Japan. And it was the Americans who moved it to Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at Kyoto and Tokyo, they all have the same letters.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
wow.
yeah,
That's
isn't that
pretty cool.
interesting? Kyoto and Tokyo. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but yes, that's where the shogun, or the emperor lived.
Oh, wow.
And the board squeaked, but they liked it, and they called it the Nightingale Sings. So it's interesting how they took something that would be normally annoying
Made it a purpose.
and made it, kind of gave it a meaning.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, I love Japan. Can hardly wait to go back, by the way. Hardly wait to go back. Well, listen, Mary Jo, it's been great talking.
I have one more thing to add.
Oh, go ahead, please.
If I may.
Yes.
Just so you know, I know your listeners remembered from the first broadcast that I volunteer with the American Red Cross.
Yes.
And I was at a blood drive yesterday and talking with other colleagues of mine. The Red Cross is giving away, in total, $8,000 in scholarships to any high school or college students who help run a blood drive between December 15th and January 15th. So, it's not a one chunk 8,000. It's 8,000 in total. So there's several levels of tiers that you can reach depending upon how many pints of blood collected at each blood drive.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty darn
That's cool.
amazing.
That's very cool. Is that nationwide, or is that just in Joyzy?
It's a national program,
Okay.
and it's called Leaders Save Lives, and a scholarship opportunity for high school and college students. And if you Google it on American Red Cross, you can, read more about it. But
Great.
the
We'll
reason
put it on the-
why they're asking for student help is because it's slow through the holidays,
Sure.
and but people still need to, still are in need of blood.
It's
so
the season of
want to let
giving.
people know.
It's a season of giving, and what better gift than to give the gift of life?
Absolutely.
So, hey, we'll put that on our website and let people know. We'll get it out there that there is
Great.
this opportunity. Mary Jo, it's always great to talk to you. I love you
Same
so
here,
much.
Susan. I love you too. Thanks, Aaron, for everything you do out there.
Thank you, darling.
I will be listening all the time.
Sounds great. Thanks for calling in, and good chatting with you again.
Mary Jo in the know.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
I think what I'd recommend, because I know we have another caller on
Yes.
the line, why don't we allow me to do a reset, and then I think we skip the last break so that you can have time to talk to
Okay.
your last caller, because we have, about 10, 12 minutes left, Bobcat?
11 and a half, right on.
Okay, so why don't we go right into talking with your guest right after I say you're listening to Voices in Vegas with Susan Feldman right here on Vegas All Net Radio.
Right on.
And we'll make it up to the sponsors on next week's show.
Okay.
But I believe you have Julie on the line who's now ready to talk.
Hello, Miss Julie Martini.
Well, hello, Susan.
How are you, my dear?
I'm doing great. It's a gorgeous day in Southern California, and I just came back from spending an amazing day at the Coliseum on Saturday, watching our Trojans win and carry
how
on
exciting.
to victory, a UCLA win for 2015.
Right on.
And you know what that means? That means USC is in the Pac-12 championship against Stanford this Saturday.
Woo, woo. Did you see they brought out the horse? That was.
Sadler always comes out when we score a touchdown.
There was a
What do
couple
you
years. There was a couple years where they wouldn't let him run around on the field. That was
think?
a bummer
Well,
year.
Sadler was looking good and feeling great.
And
he
Tommy
had-
Trojan was looking good.
Well, everybody was looking good and having an amazing time. So I just want all the listeners to be rooting down the Trojans this Saturday as we intend that they crush the Stanford team.
Beat the farm. That's what we used to call, when we were at SC, we used to call Stanford USC North. And we also used to call it the Farm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a beautiful campus, I do have to say. And I really do like the school.
Right.
But, come on, we're Trojans.
That's it.
We got to win. Let's face it, right? We'll just take that Tommy Trojan sword and cut down that tree. Sorry, it was in the way.
Yeah, but it will be at Stanford, so if anyone's up in the Bay Area and they can come on down to root the Trojans,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
the
Oh, I'd
entire
love to.
team would appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, and Palo Alto is beautiful. That whole Silicon Valley. That's just gorgeous. And then, of course, San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite city in the whole world.
Right.
Great city. So tell me, Julie, how was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was one of the best Thanksgivings ever. I had wonderful friends I invited over that are from Italy and some other friends from Dana Point. And
Nice.
it was just a great combination of people. We had so many laughs. Of course, great food. And
course.
we had Santa Sola Vineyards wine from one of their 2012 releases on their antivenom. So we ate, drank, and
Be merry.
laughed
How fun.
to many hours. Yeah.
That's wonderful. How was the weather in Dana Point for Thanksgiving?
Oh, it couldn't be nicer. It was fully crisp, but great sunshine
Nice.
and clear. Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Because sometimes in Southern California, what people don't realize is that most of the time the coast is socked in,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you get that, I remember early morning, late night clouds, or late night clouds, early morning fog. I don't know. It was, the weather people have their own lingo for
Right.
the weather.
Right.
So I'm glad that it was nice and sunny and warm, because sometimes it can get kind of cold and chilly on the coast.
Right.
The
but,
West Coast.
We've been fortunate. We haven't had any of the, June gloom or any of that for a long time. So it's been ideal.
Great. Hey, you know what? Who I really am enamored with right now is Juju Smith.
Oh,
What number is he? Is he number 9, number 6?
I think he's 9.
Yeah, that guy.
Another 9 in our discussion
Another
today.
9. Did you hear Mary Jo talk about the number 9 in the year 2016?
Yeah, yes, I did. And it was definitely his day. I mean, even our quarterback, he's a graduating senior. It couldn't have gone better. It was just a game that reminded me when, we were at SC and we won everything. So
Well-
it was just an amazing day. And now that we have a new head coach,
Right on.
it couldn't be better.
Oh, I think that the Angels are smiling on us again. But did you know that Juju Smith, and he has a linked name. He has something more, but I can't remember Juju Smith. But I really like the name Juju because that's what all the kids I babysat for when I was a teenager. They couldn't say Susan, so they'd say, "Call me Juju." So I was Juju to everybody. But he had just had surgery 2 weeks earlier on that hand, and there was a screw in it.
Mm-hmm.
And did you see how he played?
Oh,
It was like he had a magnet in his hand. That ball just woo.
Don't, Susan, please don't give away the secret.
Oh, sorry.
Okay?
Sorry. Okay. We'll edit that out.
Yeah, instead of Deflategate, we could have Magnetgate.
Oh, jeez. Oh, boy.
We don't
Leave
want to go there.
Leave it to Julie. So funny. So there was a big crowd there, and it looked like a really great game, and I enjoyed it very much. And I also appreciated the picture you sent of Lisa. It was Maureen Maloney.
Maureen Maloney.
Maureen Maloney Talbot.
AOPI.
Another AOPI.
We had just such a great time together.
Fabulous. And all of those Trojans, that was great. I am just
they
so happy.
also paid tribute to the armed forces.
Oh, they
and
did.
awarded a special recognition to a young lady that served in Afghanistan, I believe, and that one I think was really meaningful. I think the crowd
nice.
really got into that and appreciated that opportunity to honor someone
Sure.
for their service.
Excellent. That is just, wow. I'm really glad. I'm really sorry. The one thing that I don't like crowds, and I do love going to SC games. And one of the best part is not only that we always win, but also because we're Trojans, and we're great. But the halftime, I always miss the halftime show. Because they go to commercial on TV and they have people talking about the game, and well, anyway, it was a great win, and I want to thank the Bruins again for for helping us win. And their quarterback. Nice Jewish boy from Huntington Beach.
I heard, yes.
What's his name? John Rosen or something?
Something like that.
Ira Rosen or something? I was thinking, I wonder what his bar mitzvah was like.
Well, he had to get special dispensation to play on Saturdays.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, it's Saturday's the Sabbath.
Oh, yeah. What are you going to do?
The rabbi came down and blessed the field and said it was okay.
Gave him a hall pass.
That's right. So it's fine. Give you a pass.
But that guy played well too. UCLA quarterback. He is somebody to watch. He is really amazing. To be 18 years old and a quarterback. Wow.
In that kind of game, that takes a lot of chutzpah.
Oh, really? A lot of chutzpah.
Yeah,
Well-
they played very well. I mean, I have to say it was a close game. Anything could have happened.
Anything.
I'm just happy that the Trojans pulled it through.
It was a very exciting game because when it started out, it was pretty much a tug of war. I mean, everybody was just, it was too well matched. They were both very well matched, which sometimes makes for a boring game. But I guess it wasn't that much of an equal match because USC won.
No,
And, the Angels were on our side that day. So anyway, listen, Julie, it's been great talking to you. And thank you for calling
Nice
in.
talking to you. Thanks, Susan. Always great to talk to you and your listeners, and fight on.
Thank you. Same to you. Drive careful and kiss your mama for me.
I will. Thanks.
Mama
Susan.
Flora Martini. Oh,
Thanks
she's so
for that.
sweet. All right. Talk to you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Very nice. Nice
Wow.
recap of the game.
Yeah.
We're down to 2 minutes already. Can you believe it?
Really? The final two.
The final two.
Isn't that
it's our 2 minute warning.
yeah, it's 2 minute warning.
2 minute warning.
you
Sticking
know
with
what?
the football theme.
I saw a movie in high school called The 2 Minute Warning.
Mm-hmm.
And I even, I was on the Blue Tide, the school newspaper.
Okay.
And I got tickets to go to the Egyptian Theater to watch this movie and write a review.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think I was, a senior in high school, but that was my beginning in broadcasting
There you
and
go.
journalism. Short-lived.
So with about a minute and a half left, what kind of messages from the horoscope do we have for today that we can share with everybody?
Well, I just want everyone to be warned that December and the holidays are going to be kind of a little bit not so much fun because Saturn is in Sagittarius.
Uh-oh.
And Sagittarius kind of rules most of December. So, and then Pluto is in Capricorn. So I'm just telling people, please consider staying home and
Take a breath.
Yeah. Be thankful for what you have. Okay?
That's
And-
Susan Feldman from Voices in Vegas. Great stuff today.
Thank
you
you.
for letting me sitting in for April.
Thank you for joining me.
My pleasure. We want to thank Mary Jo and Julie for calling in. We want to thank everybody for listening. Be sure to tune in next Tuesday right here, 12 to 1 p.m. on Vegas All Net Radio. Take care, everybody.
Right on. Be good.